Help me to reach 2,000 subscribers. The test strip slipped from my fingers and clattered onto the cold bathroom tiles, the faint click echoing louder than it should have. My knees buckled as if the floor had dropped beneath me. 2 pink lines stared back at me like twin blades pressed against my throat, sharp enough to slice through every piece of calm I had fought to rebuild after my 18-year marriage imploded. Pregnant. My chest tightened. My pulse hammered. My breath trembled. And the father was not my ex-husband. It was his best friend. I gripped the edge of the sink, my nails digging into the porcelain. The air smelled faintly of lavender soap and my own fear. The room swayed as memories collided. The nights I had cried alone after the divorce. The nights Ethan had shown up at my door with takeout and quiet comfort. The night I let grief drag me into his arms. The morning guilt settled heavy on my tongue, but he had only whispered that it was okay, that I deserved warmth. Warmth. That word felt like a lie now. I picked up the test with shaking hands. The lines did not fade. My reflection looked like a stranger. Pale. Wide-eyed. Fragile. My phone buzzed on the counter. Ethan. A message. Can I come by? We need to talk. A tremor rippled through me. He never used that tone. Felt tight but careful, like someone stepping around broken glass. For a moment I considered not responding. But silence only made suspicion grow claws. Come, I typed back. I spent the next 20 minutes pacing the living room. The ceiling fan hummed above me. The night air seeped through the slightly open window, cool against my skin but not enough to calm the storm inside me. Every thought spiraled into another. How would my ex react if he found out? What would people think? What did Ethan even want from me? A relationship? Distance? Denial? Or worse, nothing. A knock finally came. I froze. Ethan stepped inside with that familiar careful smile that had once soothed me. Tonight it only deepened the ache in my chest. His eyes flicked over my face as if reading all the things I had not said. You look pale, he murmured. Are you okay? My throat burned. Not really. He hesitated before sitting across from me. He looked tired, guilty, worried. Something about his posture tightened the knot in my stomach. I talked to Mark today, he said quietly. My ex-husband. Hearing his name made my pulse spike. Ethan continued. He asked me if I'd been around you lately. He kept hinting, asking weird questions, like he already knew something. My heart stuttered. You told him? No, Ethan said quickly. Of course not. I would never do that without talking to you. But he suspects something, and he isn't letting it go. A wave of nausea rolled over me. I pressed a hand to my abdomen, instinctively protective of the life inside me even though the reality of it terrified me. Ethan, I said, my voice barely above a whisper. There's something else. He leaned forward, the concern in his eyes tightening into fear. What is it? I handed him the test. His breath caught. His fingers trembled. The world held its breath with us. He whispered my name like a plea. Is it mine? I nodded. Slowly, painfully, honestly. He squeezed his eyes shut, then ran a hand through his hair. His entire body shifted with the weight of the truth. How far along are you? Just found out tonight. A long silence stretched between us. No one moved. Outside, a dog barked. Car passed. Life continued without hesitation while mine paused on the edge of a cliff. Ethan finally spoke. I care about you. You know that. But Mark, he trusted me. I broke that trust. And now there's a child involved. His words pierced deeper than I expected. Do you regret it? His eyes softened but carried something darker. I regret hurting people, but I don't regret the night we had. I don't know how to navigate this without destroying everything. You already destroyed everything? I whispered, my voice cracking. We both did. The confession split the air between us, raw and unforgiving. He moved closer. Tell me what you want. If you want me involved, I will be. If you want space, I'll give it. But you are not alone in this. Not now. A lump rose in my throat. I wished the answer were simple. I wished guilt did not cling to every breath. I wished I could pretend this was a clean start instead of a tangled mess born from heartbreak. Before I could speak, another knock thundered against the door. Loud, impatient, familiar. Ethan and I locked eyes. My blood iced. Mark's voice seeped through the wood. Calm. Too calm. Open the door. We need to talk. Ethan stood. I stood. My pulse roared in my ears. Did you tell him? Ethan whispered in disbelief. My head shook violently. No. The doorknob rattled. I know you're in there. Both of you. My stomach dropped. The test sat on the coffee table in plain view. Panic surged through me. Ethan grabbed it and shoved it into his pocket just as I opened the door a few inches. Mark's eyes were glassy with something cold. Something knowing. I saw Ethan's car outside, he said. And I want answers. Behind me, Ethan exhaled softly. The room seemed to shrink around us. In that moment, I understood with brutal clarity. No matter what happened next, nothing would ever return to what it once was. And the truth, the full truth, was coming for all of us.